Hello and welcome to Summoner Part 55, and we're very nearly at the end of this game. The next part will indeed be the final boss and the final part. But in this particular little section, we need one more side quest to finish off, and also just make our way there. At this time I'm just going straight across the bridge, because there's nothing really... There's nothing else for me to do here. Another day, another steel golem. And I do appreciate that this this town level is just one actual level. That there's no loading screens between the two areas. Well, the same number of liches here. No, it's a good job these liches don't cast a death spell, because I could imagine them doing that. And frankly, I'm glad the development team didn't go there. You know, it's funny, after all this time, after all these spells he's learned, the fire arrow is still one of the most effective. Oh, and by the way, thank you, Blood Elemental. I think you're making a big difference. Here we come to the park section again. And at the beginning of the game, it used to be green, it used to be full of life. There used to be a team of people who put on plays here, as well as an alternative public performer, which he used to paint himself silver and stand still and pretend he was a statue. No, I'm joking, that wasn't in this game, which I'm pleased about. You know, it's like, what do you do? What can you do? You can just stand there and pretend you're a statue. I'm not impressed. I mean, yes, it might be difficult, but you're just standing there. You'll get no praise from me, sunshine. You okay there, Blood Elemental? You were jittering around for a short time. But then again, you must get really chilly with no skin on you, so... This is like something from Hellraiser, that old creature. The Hellraiser series. I kinda like them. I've seen nearly all of them. Apart from the latest remake. Because I think the way it goes is they have like 4 official films in the Hellraiser series. And then they have lots of straight to DVD low budget films, which, by the way, I've seen a few of them, and they just seem like different stories that have the Hellraiser name attached to them. Kind of like in the Die Hard series, a lot of the movies were originally different scripts. Like, I think Die Hard 3 was originally a Lethal Weapon sequel. Here are the knights, and fortunately you can't see what's such a big problem about them at this point. But essentially they're knight enemies, but they have this ability to cast sleep on you as you battle them, which makes them really infuriating. But fortunately, if you have the Debasa weapons equipped to Joseph and Jakar, you can occasionally trip them, as you can see here. Which is, again, why the Debasa is such a broken weapon, and why I'll definitely advise you using it throughout the game. It's funny how you do get more powerful weapons, of course, but the Debasa is still ridiculously useful. But anyway, you come to the park here, you go to the stage, and you talk to Lueva, and you have an eerie conversation with her. You are the summoner. You were born of fate and raised by prophecy. Only she can protect me. If I go with you, I will die, and you will fail your quest. Our paths must diverge, as fate has ordained. We do not shape this journey. Oh great, you're a new age therapist or something. When you are prepared to learn the truth, the Osadani will teach you. Concern yourself only with what must be done. The future does not yet belong to you. Okay, I'm not sure what the point of this side quest is exactly. I think it's the developers sort of sequel baiting in a sense, or at least trying to keep the mystery of who the summoner really is. But yeah, that's fair enough. I enjoy these sort of mysteries. Now to complete this side quest, and I can't believe the developers did this to you, in a sense, you need to go all the way back to the city of the Kosani and speak with the lady here, and this will complete your side quest. And I must say, that is rather a dick move to have as your last side quest. To just make you backtrack so much. But at least we get to see the city of the Kosani for one last time. And unfortunately for you, you get the benefit of editing yet again. So, yep, for only 3 side quests left now. The Heir Rebellious, capture the demon, and fulfill the summoner's destiny. And yeah, so with that, I've travelled back to the city of the Kosani, then travelled back here. And yeah, that's the end of that side quest, and that is the end of all the side quests. Hooray, people! We did Durgan's Lucky Charm, we did the Secret of the Daka Mountain, we did the Fate of Rukkar. What else did we do? We found the Dragon Scales, we found the shards of the Gimardi. We found the heresies of some guy, we gave a book to a guy wandering the desert. We did all kinds of crap. We found a lost book and returned it to the library. We avenged the spirit of a ghost in the swamp of Ikamos. We helped a family in Orania lay its dead to rest. We helped a Oni demon, again in the forest, reclaim her humanity. So yeah, we actually did a lot. In fact, now that I think about it, there is actually quite a lot of side quests throughout this game, which is really nice. It really builds the world, really adds flavour to it. Ugh. I was thinking many of the side quests we did when we first entered this city are now made redundant because it's been destroyed. Like the butcher who we helped save his daughter by finding her ragdoll again. Yeah, he's probably dead. You know, the blacksmith, yeah, he's dead too. The tailor, the smuggler, the butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker, they're probably all dead too. Oh, so thanks game, thanks for making the first act of this entire story kind of redundant. Oh well. I guess a little darkness doesn't help a game's story. I mean it doesn't hurt it. It lets you know what you're fighting for, lets you know what the stakes are. You know, to have a little victory you need a little defeat as well. Ah, the mummies. Again, they came here from Orania, so yeah, so how did they get here? It must be falling apart across the sea. They must have all gotten on a boat together or something. I just realised they could have made this path to the Temple of Uraf a little more direct. But instead we had to go around this little side alley here. Again, I've just noticed I'm leading the party with Jakar as well. Oh no, that's Joseph. I'm getting them confused. Meteor Storm here. I can finally show off this ability and help to defeat this horde of enemies here. Because again, this Meteor Storm spell doesn't really come in useful in most situations, but Now that I'm surrounded by enemies which are weak to fire, it's time to bust out the old fire spells. And I like how the Lich there healed the Bone Knight rather than himself. Oh, if only the fire spells were a little faster. Oh, and you just saw he knows a fire spell too, the Inferno. But unfortunately, Sunshine, most of my party have ridiculously high magical defense, so yeah, there you go. And speaking of which, I didn't point to say, but if you level up your magic resist to like 100%, magic attacks do very little damage, like only 1 or 2, and most of the time they only do 0 damage at all. So yeah, I guess physical attacks are more of a threat in this game. And it certainly does feel that way. Like when I'm going into battle, I definitely fear the knights more than the wizards. You know, it's like, you're a wizard, Harry. Doesn't matter, I have a big sword. I like this little section here of the city. I remember when we used to come here to sell our gemstones to the jeweler here. Ah, more satisfying times. Oh, come on, game! I just want to get through. At this point, I just do want to get straight there. And these enemies aren't really a threat; they're more of a nuisance. This is the sort of house of Pomporo, where we found his family ring in the sewers. So yeah, definitely at this point, at nearly the last part, I'm getting very reminiscent of the earlier parts of the game. And I think once this is done, I'll miss doing this commentary. I'll miss coming in every so often, every couple of days, to do a couple of parts. It feels odd. It did feel like a very long game. It felt like the type of game where it wouldn't have been completed for a very long time, which it hasn't. It's been months, but yeah, it's nearly at an end now. I'm getting quite nostalgic, I'm getting quite teary-eyed. Oh, come on, game, the temple is right there. You know, I'm thinking maybe at this point I should have just made a run for it. But would the game would have let me leave without taking out all the enemies first? I don't think so. But who knows. This could take a while. Come on, get him before he heals. and then again, I eventually realised the best way to take out these guys is just to attack them full force. This is a good strategy because I can cast magic spells while Fleece keeps him distracted. But that's it. Now the fortunate thing is it's like the last time we were here. When you enter the Temple of Uraf, that yellow line there, you don't have to walk all the way through the corridors and stuff or the pathway. The game will just send you there directly. So that's it. Once we enter this section here, we will be facing the final boss. We will be ending this story. Please, join me at this historical event. Thanks for watching.